Hi, it's Jeff and Doreen, and today we just wanted to share a little bit more about ourselves
hmm
and show actually how we live and how we've been living for the past 6 years.
Yeah, how we've kind of built our house up to reflect that and take you on a quick little tour. But really,
Before,
this is before we get into that, we wanted to talk about the whole point of this is what Noreen mentioned about 6 years ago. 2018, 2019.
2019, yeah, that's when after my brother's funeral, we came back and we felt this yearn for peace and minimalist lifestyle.
Yeah,
And
it was just like a light switch clicked off, and we were like, man, we need to get rid of some stuff in a big way.
yeah,
Because we had stuff in storage, and we had garage full of things. We just had old furniture, old clothes, and
clothes,
stuff that we thought we
shoes.
needed. Sentimental stuff we were hanging on to.
Yeah.
Lots of
And
things like that.
yeah, so we ended up getting rid of 95% of the things we owned, like furniture, like Jeff says, clothes, shoes,
Yeah,
toys, stuff for kids. I mean, just tons of
everything.
things that, you,
Old books, stuff I loved that I'd been lugging around with me forever, that
yeah.
I finally just got tired of having.
hmm And one day we just decided to, I feel like we woke up one day and we just didn't want things.
Yeah,
And
it's
that
like you
was,
you feel like you're living in a dusty old room, and
mhm,
you just want to kick open the windows, kick open the doors, and just get rid of all the stuff, the
yeah,
dusty old stuff that's holding you down.
yeah.
And that's what we felt like, that this stuff was just holding us down, and we have kept going for 6 years.
Yeah.
And we haven't looked back. We haven't said, "Oh, I regret all this junk that I got rid of, all these old clothes." And you forget about it, because what
Yeah.
happens in your life is you fill that emptiness or that void or that space of stuff with new things, new
hmm
experiences, new stuff.
Yeah.
If you just keep holding on to the things that you have, you get really stagnant. And that's where we were.
Yeah. And yeah, so it just happened that when we started the stretching journey that we were on, it made us feel like we
Yeah.
needed to start a new, way more simpler life. So
Yeah.
that's where we ended. And when we say like we got rid of a lot of stuff, it was a lot of stuff. And also
Yeah.
like our cars, we
Yeah.
both had cars that we
Stuff
were,
we owed money on,
yes.
out.
So basically, anything that was stressing us, anything that was just bringing chaos in our life, and not just things, people
Yes.
included,
Relationships.
relationships, like
Yeah.
friendships, we thought we will, you think that the friendship that lasts forever, but we had to get rid of things, people, places, dreams that wasn't going anywhere.
Yeah, things that were no longer moving you forward, things that when we took a critical look at ourselves, found that, yeah, it's more than just stuff holding us down. It's
hmm
it's old thoughts, it's relationships that have moved on. It's all these things that you're just clinging to as
hmm
your self-identity, how you define yourself. And when
Yeah.
we got rid of all that, piece by piece, when you look critically at those things in your life one by one, the things that are causing you pain or stress, and you start dumping them, that's as
It
big a
opens.
transformation for us as any kind of stretching that we went through that revitalized our physical body.
Yeah. Honestly, for me to put it into words is I felt like I wasn't alive. Like we weren't
Yes.
living an extraordinary life that we're supposed to be, like now.
Yeah.
And getting rid of that stuff opened this new, peaceful, just
Felt like you
extraordinary life.
Yeah,
I
it
don't know
felt
how to
like you could
explain it.
explore again.
Yes.
Instead of putting your energy to, I got to take
Be
care of
more
all these
present.
things, I got to take care of
Yeah.
whatever you're taking care of and putting your time and energy into, you take that time
hmm
and energy back.
Yeah.
You
So
put it into
being,
your life again.
yeah, Katie's here, so he's he was our camera guy. I
Yeah.
was looking at him, but that's so sharing this is we really want to be to just share how we live and show you guys our living space and
Mm-hmm.
how we've been living since we came back from Kenya. It's been the same. The house has been the same since, before we left to go to Kenya.
Mm-hmm.
We left the house pretty much the same. We just kind of changed the plants and moved the plants and changed a little bit of
Yeah.
stuff here.
Yeah. So following
But
our intuition and getting rid of all the stuff in our life, we
yeah,
didn't fall back into it and replace it with a bunch of junk
okay.
that we don't need.
Yeah,
We instead replaced it with a bunch of plants and things
plants
that
and
we like instead,
yeah.
um,
And
that bring
most
us joy every day.
yes, yes. And our decor is mostly like we try to bring outside inside.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
so so yeah, it's just
Yeah, so we decorate with a lot of little rocks that we find on our hikes that
hikes
really stand out to
at the
us and
beach, yeah.
bring us good memories. Just little things like that.
Sticks,
So,
feathers
so anyway, yeah, we want to take you through a little bit of the
of our
house and
house, yeah.
show you around.
Yeah. So yeah.
Stay with us. All right. Hello, everybody. We want to take just a second and kind of show you a little bit of our bedroom and especially our closet because it does a really good visual job of showing you what we talk about when we say we got rid of 95% of our stuff. So to just summarize, this is Doreen and I, this is our closet.
Yes.
This is it. I have one side and she has the other side and we share it in the middle.
Yep.
In fact, I may even have more stuff, a little more stuff than she does right now.
Yeah.
But this is it. This is
This
all
is
our
it.
clothes. This is our whole wardrobe.
Yeah.
We have a couple bins for seasonal clothes, like our summer shorts and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Her summer dresses are out in the garage right now in a couple bins, but
Yeah.
that's it.
This is it. So like it's been 6 years of just living like this. Um, we went through like a really huge purging and
And we
we
never came back. We never
yes.
changed. We never fell back into
No.
tons of gift clothes that we hang on to for sentimental reasons. No.
No. So yeah, I had a lot of stuff actually comparing to you. I had tons of clothes, shoes, bags, I mean makeup stuff, all of it, all the stuff that women,
Yeah.
accumulate. And it was just too much. And one day we just didn't want these things and we just got rid of them. And it's just been an extraordinary life that we didn't realize that all those things were holding us back. And there was just,
And they hold you back in weird
it
ways
does, it really,
because we figured out along the way, and again, we didn't get here by saying, oh, we need to get rid of our stuff.
mm-mm.
We got here by following our heart, following our intuition, and this is where we ended up with just this amount of stuff.
Yeah.
So along the way, though, you start to realize, oh, I don't know, am I even a man if I don't have a bunch of suits and cool shoes?
Yeah.
And then you take a look in the mirror and you're like, is that how I define myself? Is that me?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
What happens if I get rid of my suits and shoes? What's left? And I became more interested in the what's left part.
For real. Yeah, I felt like I had wrapped my identity on like the things I own and how I dress myself and da 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 da. And I don't really care anymore. Like it's very rare for me to I dress up when I have to go out. Like I still do modeling, so I have to like dress up when I'm out in public,
When
but
you're working.
when I'm working.
Yes, for
So
professional reasons.
I got rid of all my shoes. I have like 3 pairs of heels. I have like a few sneakers and then my house shoes and a few flip-flops, and I have been so content. We're just been it hasn't been like something that we are restricting ourselves
Or
like
we're nagging each other. Don't buy this,
no.
don't buy that. It's not like
No,
that
it's
at
just
all.
yeah, we've just been really content and like I say, I will express this. I feel like I became alive. Like the minute we got rid of stuff, like
Yes.
we were able to see the things that we really couldn't really notice.
In the same way that when we were stretching deeply, like parts of our body that had gone numb
Mm-hmm.
started to come alive and wake up again, and you can feel it.
Yeah.
In the same way, getting rid of this stuff, it gets rid of the dead, stagnant weight in your life, and it allowed us to wake back up again.
Yeah.
and you go in search of new things,
New
exploring
things.
new stuff,
Yes.
because you've gotten rid of the old. And
It's
we didn't
given you
realize that
free,
at the
it's given
beginning.
you like free, like you've become free all of a sudden. You're
Yes,
light like a feather, and you feel like, oh my gosh.
exactly.
For me, it was just this huge awakening of like how attached I was to the things that I had.
And actually,
And
we thought we were pretty cool.
I
Before
know
then, we were like,
before,
oh, we don't have that much stuff.
yeah, which actually compared to a lot of
A
other
lot of people we
people,
didn't, but we
we
went even
didn't.
further than that.
Yes. So we just wanted to share like this is the life that we've been living and how content, how, especially the word content, I feel like we need to express this, how
Yeah.
content our life has become after getting rid of all those things. Like I,
Yeah, and just getting out of that consumer materialistic lifestyle,
yes.
downward spiral that you feel like you're in so many times. We just totally got out of it, and
Hmm.
it makes it possible to get through life with a smile again.
Yes. And now it's been really difficult. Like when we buy things, we feel like, oh, if we get something new, for me, I'm like, I have to get rid of something before I bring anything new.
Yeah,
And
we've achieved a nice balance now. So if you bring something in, you really have to look around and say,
yes.
well, where am I going to put it?
Yeah.
And
And
I
actually
can't just
before you even buy
pack
it,
stuff up. It has to
no.
have a home, a
Yeah.
proper home in the house.
Yeah. Yeah. And actually before you even buy it, just the thought of like thinking, do I really need this? Because most of the time I would buy clothes if I'm going out for dinner. It's
Hmm.
like I feel like I need to have
A
something
new
new,
outfit,
a new outfit, shoes and stuff. And it accumulates by the end of the
really
year, you have
fast.
so much stuff. And it was just holding me back. I feel like it was dragging. Like there's just this drag of like everything it has energy, honestly. And if you pay attention, you will realize how much I realize how much the stuff that we
How
had.
much energy we were putting into our stuff
Yeah,
and not our lives.
exactly.
So changing that has opened as many doors as anything else in our journey over the last 6 years. So we really
Yeah,
wanted to emphasize that with this video,
yeah,
and we'll keep coming back to it. But this is probably our best example
yeah.
for
And
5, 6 years. This has been it.
yep. And that's how we say like we can pack our stuff in one, two suitcases and leave. Why? Because we've really,
We've done it, and we live
yes.
that way day to day, and
Yeah.
it's it's way different and way better for us. So
Yeah.
we just wanted to share that. Thanks very much for
Totally.
listening, everybody. Our
Of
little fish
course.
tank area, our second set of little pets that we take care of, and then again, just lots of green stuff.
Yeah.
We like green, growy things and fresh air. And one of the big benefits from having a fish tank, besides just having cool little pets around, is that when you change the water, if you water your plants with it,
Yeah.
it's free fertilizer for your plants that they just love.
Yeah.
So you get a bit of synergy happening, and that's a good vibe.
Yeah. So yeah, so this has been we love this area. This we it took us a long time to figure out what to do with this wall, but we figured it out. And
Yeah,
most of these plants actually like the pothos, here is the mother pothos. So all the pothos that you see around,
yeah, all the
we
vines that we have.
yeah, we got it from this part. This is the mother. Um
Yeah, and so we've taken
yeah.
clippings and rooted them out and put them in pots all around the house. And
Yeah.
so it's not like we went out and bought a bunch of stuff and did a bunch of things
No.
different. This has been a slow accumulation
Yeah.
over years. Like
Yeah.
we built the shelves, we put the shelves in, just went to Lowe's and
Yep.
just did that over the weekend, one weekend, when we figured out what we wanted to do. But
Yeah.
it takes a while to kind of figure out what
How,
resonates and what feels right with you.
yes.
But when you figure it out and you get it in place, your home starts to feel really good to just be in.
It really does. And honestly, for me, I felt like knowing myself, going on our own journey and actually knowing who we are and actually what we want and like in life has really been a huge part of like
That was the difference.
yeah, and how we really set our house. And because we are big on feng shui, and it's
Yeah.
all about feng shui with plants and some animals.
Yeah, no clutter.
No
Um,
clutter. Yeah.
Keep it neat and just the right amount of things in your life to
Hmm.
improve your life and not so much that it starts to weigh you down.
For real.
And it
So
took us a long time to find that balance that
it
was just
really
right
did.
for us, but it's
Yeah,
made all the difference.
it has. And it's just like bringing outside inside. So we are trying to
Yes.
balance of bringing, instead of like buying decor, make it bring stuff that we've collected from outside, and that's how we decorate our house.
Yeah, all the little things in our fish tank
Fish
here is stuff
tanks
that we've gathered from
over the
beaches
years,
or
yeah.
cool rocks that we found, things like that.
Shells.
So just looking in the fish tank reminds you of some cool hikes and experiences that you've had. So just
Yeah,
little things like that actually count for a lot.
it does. It really does.
Yeah.
Again, like I say, I'll express it, knowing yourself, like seriously. Because sometimes for me, I felt like my decoration before, it was basically more of like looking at what others are, what's,
Or
on
looking at
trend.
a catalog.
Yeah, looking at a catalog or going on Pinterest and finding, but this time I feel like this came from within.
Yeah, we took it really slow.
Yeah,
This wall was like just blank white
yeah,
for a long time
yeah,
until we really figured out what we wanted to do.
yeah,
And
yeah.
there's no rush with that stuff. So,
No,
and we'll probably change all this again
yeah.
in a few months
Yeah,
when
that's what we
something
do.
else
We
feels right.
change things around,
Yeah,
which, yeah, it's fun. I really love doing it, especially with you, baby.
yeah, that's really fun. Yeah, talking about and doing it together. It's one of
Yeah,
our the ways we like to spend time together, and
yeah.
it does. It helps you kind of figure out who you are and what you like, because all
Hmm.
that stuff gets covered over by society and culture, religion, all the things that tell us who we are and how we should act.
Yeah,
And getting down to the intuitive parts of yourself
totally.
is the right way for us. It's been a fun journey.
It really has. And we are so content.
And this was a
Yes.
weird
Yeah.
little corner. It
Yeah.
took us actually years to kind of figure out how we like it. Our theme is, books, plants, and then some little pets and things like that. So you find that repeated everywhere. We're we like to play with, color and find ways to match up plants and things like that. And what we realize is that when you have fewer things to track day to day, fewer things to take care of, those things have more importance. And if it's stuff that resonates with you personally, that means something to you, like every one of these books means a lot to me for different reasons. Seeing just those few things every day, it picks you up instead of being weighed down by your things. And and then you pick careful spots for them to be, and the whole thing kind of just reflects good energy back at you. So that's what we do with our time instead of ordering more crap from Amazon.
We have our big favorite plants that we were able to save when we came back from Kenya. And honestly, like, look at this. Well, Jeff and I, when we got these plants, they were all really tiny. So it's been quite a journey. And we emphasize this, we've emphasized plants because it's a huge part of our life. And basically, really, that's what we do,
Watching them
watching them
grow,
grow.
and having to
Care,
repot them because they
yeah,
get so mondo. It's
yeah.
really a fun part of our day to day.
Yeah, so Jeff has been the one that's he cares for the plants, like watering them inside, and I water the plants outside. Yeah, so we kind of balance it because sometimes if we both do it, we overwater it. So we decided to
But
um,
lots of green, growy
balance,
stuff is a big part of our day to day.
for real, watching things grow. I mean, seriously, how beautiful